Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to do two things that come up quite a bit in component modeling or more elaborate modeling in Maya. We're going to show you how to combine two objects that are separate and also how to merge vertices together to weld those together to create a solid bond. Alright, so in Maya I think I'll just make something really simple here. I'll make like some kind of a barbell or something. Alright, so I make a box over here, and what I basically want to have is these two weights, so to speak, with a bar combining them together. Now there are a lot of other ways to do this, believe me, but this is just for the demo. So I'll just do Control D for duplicate, and I'll pull a copy of this over here. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into face mode. I'm going to take this face, I'm going to extrude it, I'm going to pull my offset down here, something like this, and then I'll probably scale this in a little bit and scale this up to get the bar kind of thing going there. Great. And now I'll extrude again, and then I'll pull this out. Now notice I've got my heads-up display here so I can kind of see what's going on. So now I'll rotate this around and I'll pull this over so it meets up with this. Now if I wanted to go ahead and combine these objects together, what would I have to do? Well, first I'd probably want to do the similar kind of an extrusion here on this. So I could just go select that face, extrude, offset, scale, and I could do this in a side view so I could actually see what I'm doing better. Scale it down here, scale it down here so it gets pretty close to that. And now I'm going to go ahead and delete that face in here because we don't want to have any interior faces, so I'll go ahead and delete that. So now I've got a hole there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this object here, select this object. I can't really see what's going on in here, so I could just go to 4 for my wireframe view, and now I'll right click and do face mode, and I'll go ahead and select that face there on the bar part. I could also select this object and go up here to display hide selection, and that way it'll hide that. And then I can go here, you can see this a lot better, go into face mode and select that face. Now I'm going to delete that face. So now I'm going to bring my object back by saying display show last hidden, and so we've got that here. Alright, so we're getting pretty close here to be able to combine these. Now I'm going to go ahead and maybe just move this up here so it gets really close, like that. Alright, cool. So now, but if I open up the outliner, window outliner, you'll see I have two objects here. I have pcube1 and pcube2. So it's not going to let me really do the work that I need to do until I combine these into a single object. So to do that, I'm going to select both objects, holding down the Shift key. I'm going to go up here to Mesh, Combine, and I'll open up the options box just to double check. I think that's okay. And we'll hit apply and close. Okay, nice. Now we have one object, polysurface 1, but we still have these remaining null objects with a lot of information in there. And that's pretty much always a sign that we have to go up here and delete our history. So edit, delete all by type, history, those nodes disappear, and now we've got a nice kind of clean object here. So now here's kind of the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and close the outliner. And now I'm just going to select the vert here on the bar. I'm going to hold down V for Vertex Snap. It turns into a circle here. And then I'm just going to snap that over to that vertex with the Move tool. So V and snap. And then V and snap. And V and snap. So now those verts are right exactly precisely on top of each other, and what we have to do now is to merge those two verts or vertices together. So I'm going to do that. I'll make sure I have my HUD on, and I'm going to click and drag around these. And sometimes it's a good idea to have this in wireframe mode so you don't accidentally grab vertices behind you. I'm going to click and drag, And you'll notice that in my selection column it says I have 2 vertices selected. So I really only want there to be 1 vert there. So in order to do that, I need to go up here and merge those vertices under Edit Mesh, Merge. I hit that, and now I've got 1 vert. So I go down here, click and drag around those, go up here, Edit Mesh, Merge. 1 vert. Go over here and repeat. Now this time I'm going to just to double check, I'm going to go up here to Edit Mesh, Merge. I'll open up the options box, and you can see you've got this threshold. So this, since the verts are exactly on top of each other because we used merge verts, we don't have to worry about this. But if you're merging 2 that are not directly on top of each other, this lets you set the tolerance for that. And this box says always merge for 2 vertices. So anytime you select 2, it's always going to merge them if you have that box checked. So I'll say, yeah, that looks great. So merge, and our 2 becomes 1. And for our last one, we go up here, 2, and Edit Mesh, Merge. Now, there's a nifty little shortcut in Maya, and that is if you hit the G key, it will repeat the last tool that you used, the last action you did. So G, like as in again. So I hit G, and it went ahead and merged that, and it said 2 became 1. So that's kind of a nice little shortcut. So just to double check, I could go here and click on this, and it is in fact 1 solid vertex now and not 2 separate pieces. So that's the way you can combine things, combine 2 separate meshes in Maya. So to review, make sure that you delete the history after you've merged 2 things, and use the good old Vertex Snap, holding down V while you move to help get things into alignment.